All right, gang. Well, we're live here, and this welcome back to another session of our Astral Avenue Magdalena Blues. I'm your dungeon master, dungeon mister, and we are joined by our wonderful players today. If you guys want to say hey, you absolutely can.
Howdy, guys.
Hiya.
Zhuzh up your evening.
Yeah, yes. That is your word of the day is zhuzh. Really learn how to zhuzh it up. And we are down Tobias today. Unfortunately, he is off traveling the world and really not very far. But he's unavailable this evening. And we're going to miss him. But that won't stop the story from happening. And
Stop
so
him from derailing this session.
yes. How do you spell zhuzh? Z-H... What do we say? EU?
Z-H-U-Z-H?
U.
Z-H-U-Z-H.
Shush.
Pasco Destructo asked in chat.
Before we T-Z-U-J.
That's not it at all.
H-U-J. Sorry.
Couldn't. That's
Ask,
not it.
ask Google. There's many different spellings.
You would spell it like that with the T because
Like-
the British don't believe in it.
Tzatziki sauce.
Yeah.
It's got some T's and Z's. And...
Or just Tzatziki. Well, speaking of zhuzh,
Sriracha.
we're really gonna, we're gonna sriracha this session right up. And get
I hope
into
so.
a little bit of what happened last time and do a little fast forwarding into a new episode of this and what's going to happen. So without further ado, let's do a little recap. Last time, after arriving at Gordon's Landing, quickly found the political landscape and the, well, actual landscape to be a little more than it seemed. Some plots from multiple organizations. You did rescue, eventually, Shalazar from whatever fate was to befall him from Gordon's guard, who might be in league with Aslan Lawless of the Oasis. Knowing little Alfie and the rest of the Brogue had some intention to revolt against Gordon, he tried to think of a plan to get on his good side, both in the mind of getting paid by Shalazar and to help the oppressed of this giant foot in space. And with those things on your thoughts, you came together and came to the conclusion of a few things to help accomplish take down Aslan, possibly Gordon. But first, you need to get on Alfie's good side, little Alfie, who seemed like he kind of mucked up that situation with getting to be friends with him. Shalazar mentioned that he wanted to control the landing, as his people were here first. And well, he told you guys about a plot. Well, not a plot. A location near the top of the ankle is an artery. Holds much of Gordon's earnings from being in control here, as well as other places. It also holds Alfie's father's favorite dinner fork. Get the fork, get on Alfie's good side. Maybe? We turn our view to the interior of the ankle as our troop is heading in there. A large ornate hallway of glittering blue stone. Sounds of voices echoing throughout. It's a big space, a lot of people in here. And you guys know the entrance to this place. But here's the thing. You know, you want to get out Alfie's fork. Alfie's father's fork? But Tobias said he was going to stay back for now and keep an eye on Shalazar because he didn't trust him. He promised not to kill him unless he attacked first.
Again.
Uh-huh.
Again.
second time.
So Chalice is going to be dead when we get back.
Quite possibly. He also said he was going to try to speak with Sherry Knepsey about maybe arranging some sort of sit down with her and Shalazar. Or possibly this little Alfie should we succeed. However, you guys got to get that fork. Entrance to the... it's kind of like a small museum. Large gate. Looks like 4 of Gordon's guards standing guard there. But a lot of foot traffic through here of higher-ups in the ankle portion of Gordon's Landing. Now, you know you have 3 options of entrance to this place. Option 1. Go in the main door. It's right there. Guards there.
Walk right in.
Walk right in. You know there's an access tunnel for curators that work here and kind of curate what is actually held in this, not quite a vault, but maybe a vault. We'll get to that later. There's also water vents, which kind of goes through the arteries, as it's kind of this watery substance that still flows. And so today we're going to be doing a heist. So anytime you guys are presented with options or challenges, we're going to do this a little differently. You can do things forward and react to the situation right in front of you. Or we can do a little flashback of you guys planning this, however you see fit. Really zhuzh it up.
So, like, we come across a locked door, and I knew from our plans that this door was going to be locked, so I hacked the security officer's codes. Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully you just don't ask people, but, I mean, you know, whatever your best imagination. This session will take a lot from you guys in that regard, but, yeah.
Is this the same day as our...
You guys did get a long rest, we'll say. This is a new quote-unquote episode. And you guys got a rest and did some brainstorming with Shalazar. He told you about this fork. Like, well...
Going into this heist, I'm definitely inspiring my friends.
Fair enough.
I mean, we're not blessed anymore. I have my duster again.
You do.
Not duster.
You have your
my
duster.
captain's jacket.
Yeah.
Your captain's duster.
Kind of dusty. Needs to be
Yeah, so you did get a long rest. If you want to prepare anything for this, you can. Who are you? You can inspire everyone?
Everybody but me, I think.
Yeah.
Right? And I
There's
think
so
the
many
blade already
people,
has
or is it-
inspiration.
Equal to your proficiency bonus,
Blade
so
does,
3. So yeah, he'll give it to Aethel and Jellybean. Give one to Tobias, why not? Because you can't give one to yourself.
Yeah.
Even though he's not here. But hey, so these things that you do in the past could be affecting people you know, people that you don't know, and we're just making it up on the spot. But your first choice could be front door, side entrance, or the water ducts.
Well, when we were discussing these plans, Luis was definitely all for the curator access because he wants to always put on a show and perform.
Curator access it is.
That's fine with me. Sounds like a good.
It's like we planned it
What?
already.
Does anybody have a map? Like, do we need a map? Do we know where it is?
Ooh, I feel like that was part of the brainstorming process. Did we
Is that
secure
part
a
of the
map?
plan? We got a map. Sure, we
You
got a
tell
map.
me. Did you secure a map, and if so, how so?
Belisar gave us a map when we asked him how to get access to the ankle. He was like, "You have these 3 options."
And
here
he
they
was
are.
like,
I would
I
say
have a
he
map.
would know about the entrances, but I would say he probably wouldn't have a map.
But he might know somebody to go talk to get him.
Who would he
Mm.
know that has a map? Doesn't have to be, make someone up. I don't care.
The curator, of course.
Or maybe the shop owner of the Curiosity store
Mm-hmm.
had a map. And
Sure.
he told us to go there to get the map from him, amongst all the other Oasis paperwork that I looked at.
Sure. So you go into the shop. Who's going to the shop? All you guys?
Not me. I'd be probably.
This is before we're doing a flashback where you guys show up at the shop. Whoever wants to be there. Sounds like
I'm in a
Oblate.
separate flashback.
I'll be there. I'm
Okay.
in the flashback.
Oblate.
Yeah, I'll be there as well.
Oblate, Nathal,
Sure, I'll be there.
and Dr. Jellybean, all of you guys in the shop, as looks like, Urgon is dealing with another customer. Yes, I'll get that order in right away. I saw you yesterday. How can I help you?
We were told by a certain individual. I'll name him. I'll stop. I'll just get to the point. Shalisar told us you may have a map for several entrances to the ankle.
I could
Eh?
perchance have a map to multitude of things. I am, after all, you find little small curiosities in the shop.
Well, that's the only curiosity that we're interested in at the moment.
What's it to you? Ruffles his feathers a little bit, kind of like inquisitively. Almost trying to make himself like intimidating, but he's a small guy.
I mean, I'm not trying to look for trouble. I just want a map. We were told to come see you.
We could pay you for it.
What would it
you know?
normally go for?
With this fine, this is property of Gordon, after all. Usually goes for 400 gold. To the right buyer.
Oh boy.
Does anybody have 100 gold?
I do. Yeah, I do. I'm just looking to see if I had any. I'm rifling through my backpack to see if I have anything that
I'll say what
might
money
be of
you
interest.
spend now is money you can't spend later in your flashbacks.
Mm-hmm.
If only we had someone with suggestion to suggest this guy give it to us for free.
I am sorry. I would have
Only.
totally have done that if I was there, but please go on with the story.
I do
Okay.
have something you might be interested in, and I'll produce out of my backpack a fuzzy book.
Interesting.
Oh man. Look at that
Spellbook.
thing.
It's covered in fur.
Yes, absolutely. That would more than cover the cost. Get that map for you right now.
Would we get some? Is it worth more than that? Like
No.
You
This
just
is,
said though.
You
more
said-
more than enough.
Roll deception check.
Not roll a deception check. Roll an insight check.
Sure, I'll roll an insight check.
Oh wait, you just handed her this fuzzy book and they gave you the map?
It's a
yeah, we
guess
traded
right
the
here.
map for the fuzzy book.
Yeah, it's the book's definitely worth over 1,000 gold. It's a spell book with like 3rd level spells in it.
Yeah, okay, maybe we can hold on a second. I think this is worth a little more than a map, so I have a few other requests, okay? It's to see if we can strike a deal.
Absolutely. I don't see anything wrong with that. I am, after all, after deals.
Okay, this is a question for like Steven
Uh-huh.
out of character. For the curator's entrance, what type of people? Like, is it like
Like
Art curator?
museum and art curators.
okay?
A bunch of rogues.
/ wizards.
Okay.
/ warlocks, maybe.
Rogue wizards.
Yeah, you know,
All right.
smart people that like might steal things.
Care about stuff.
Okay. So I got a question for you. Who would be the main? Is there like a main curator? Is it like a group of people who are like who has access to this entrance?
Are you asking
We
him?
will.
I'm
Once we have the
asking
map.
you. I'm
Me?
asking Steven. Yes.
You would
If
know.
we know any of that.
That would be a separate flashback. Give me a.
I plan to do stuff with the curators, by the way.
Okay. So you're unsure at the
I'm-
moment. You just know it's like smart people that like stuff.
Okay. Smart people that like things.
I can put the
Okay,
rest on
yeah.
a tab and we can pay it forward later. I can write it down in my logbook and you can always address the issue later. If you like.
Not a terrible.
Let's get a receipt.
plan.
Of course, I get receipts for
I would like it
all
to-
of my details.
Written documentation. Yes, that would be just fine. Thank
Wonderful.
you.
Spell book. Right there, and he writes you a note and rolls it up, and rolled up in it will be a map of the curation room is what it's kind of called, the curation. And sure enough, there would be a side entrance which is a little bit smaller for the curators, but still big enough to get like bigger art objects through. And then there's the front entrance, which is kind of like sometimes maybe they'll invite people there. But then you would notice a peculiar water fountain that has some old water ducks running to it. That is that flashback. You guys are planning
Well, could
to
I ask, while we're there, could I ask him, like, do you know any of the curators?
Oh, myself, they have gotten a number of items from me. Don't know them personally, though.
You know any names?
Can't say I do. I wouldn't be the person to know. People's not my
Who
thing.
would know?
Give me a persuasion check.
One moment.
All right.
Persuasion.
Yes, please. With a
Terrible.
15.
Huh?
I believe over at the steam room, they do like to snack there sometime. Reginald Donnerson. I'm quite familiar with their
Reginald
work.
Donis.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Reginald Donison. Thank you very much. You've been quite helpful.
That was you guys getting a map, as you talk about the plan to get a map. You got a map and you got some information on where someone might know some information about the curators. You tell the group this if you go back, and there is you guys are planning on going to the curation entrance.
Mm-hmm.
As you start to approach it in real time, you would notice what looks to be a glass door, well lit with torches and lanterns. There would be a single Gordon's guard there, keeping watch.
So flashing back, I would have wanted to post up outside the curator access
Okay.
to see one of the curators leave. My mark would probably be a small, smart people. So I'm thinking a small gnomish male
Sure,
or female.
absolutely. Yeah, there's a tan-skinned gnomish woman, dark curly hair, thick glasses, walking out carrying like a notebook.
Okay. I guess it's time to work my charm. As I kind of follow her just a little bit until I have like a bump into her scenario. And then
Okay.
I invite her out to drinks and try and woo her.
Okay. We'll do the persuasion check to invite for drinks.
Okay.
This would be early morning. She just got off a late night. With the 16, we kind of see her in this flashback of her giggling and like spilling her papers as Louise kind of fancily picks them up and hands them to her. And nodding along, the two head off to get a drink at a small, dim-lit tavern.
Okay. And then during this tavern, I would be trying to, ask her about all of the struggles she's having at work. 'Cause it looked like she had a tough day.
Like he really cares.
All right.
Like I care, but I will be trying to get some maybe useful odds and bobs from her of the ins of the facility.
Okay.
Can I just be in this bar while Louise is doing this? I just want to see this person.
Absolutely. Why not?
I'm just watching. I'm
Yeah.
not interfering at all
Yeah, he was
with
like,
their little
yeah, I'm gonna go get
meet
drinks later.
cute. Yeah, I'm not. I'm just watching.
All right. Essentially, all this is happening like the day before, so you do have like
Yeah. This is gonna be the day before.
Well, maybe the morning before, because I do want you guys, if you do use spells and stuff or abilities,
Okay,
I want
that'll
those
be
to
fine.
yeah.
I will definitely be using a spell here.
Okay. But yeah, like you said, darker complexion, thick glasses, like messy curly hair. Looks to have a bubbly kind of personality. I will say, give me a... Dr. Jellybean, give me a perception check to watch this. Louise, give me... I want to say another persuasion check, but you're being kind of untruthful, right?
Can I mean, this is me putting on the act. Can I perform?
Absolutely. Dr. Jellybean, you think you get a okay look at her?
28.
The 28 performance. Dr. Jellybean, you are a little distracted by Louise.
Ooh, Dr. Jellybean.
Just from like
I'm like clapping my hand.
like just like, you're watching someone from a corner, like he's
like, oh, look at him, he's doing his
doing
thing.
work.
Ah.
But yeah, schmoozing. What sort of information do you think you're gonna find there?
Interesting points of contact inside, maybe some event that happened that maybe we can just like regurgitate that information, just like, oh, the incident that happened yesterday.
Okay. There was an incident with I'm gonna give you two options. Mechanical or personal?
Personal.
Okay.
I think the mechanical would glaze over Louise's eyes.
Yeah, she's kind of talking about her job. That, like, some of those things are boring, but then she started talking about there was a scare when some invited people were having trouble with the guard dog that roams the halls. She would call it a guard dog, but she would also probably refer to it as a hired outsider.
Okay. And with that, I would like to do one final attempt to a fade to black scene with her.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
19.
Smooth talking with a 19. Yeah. We see Louise and this woman. What's her name? She's a short gnome. You tell me her name.
Let's go with short no woman. Why can I only think of old people names? Enos.
Okay. Enos, yeah, we'll just go with Enos for now. That kind of sounds, yeah. We do see Louise exiting the bar as she definitely seems smitten and arrive at her place that is below the ankle. As what Louise did in the morning.
And when the scene is done, and with a 19, I feel like all parties satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be gathering up his clothes and her clothes, and he's going to be casting suggestion on her. After a great night, you are just so torn up that your lover has taken off with your clothes, and you just need a personal day. So you should probably call into work and let them know that Curator Dr. Telephine will be taking her place tomorrow or today.
Give me a charisma check. This is essentially your plus your proficiency.
So is that charisma save pretty much, right?
Yeah, give me a charisma save.
Ooh, 12.
With a 12. Afterwards, after you try to take her clothes, she is not happy with that. As she does not.
Can I get advantage with suggestion?
I would say suggestion is essentially you rolling.
Okay.
Not against your DC, but.
So if I'm rolling against my DC, I failed against my DC.
No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But it would seem that she would not let you take her clothes because she is not that type of woman.
Okay. Not my strong suit, but I'm gonna try and sneak off with them.
Gonna try and sneak off with him anyways?
Yeah. Would that have been a failure against my suggestion?
That is a failure against. Well, she succeeded against your suggestion. Essentially.
Okay, so she succeeded.
She's gonna remember everything.
Oh no, that's not gonna be good. Not going according to plan.
Knock her out. Just kidding.
I'm not into that. Everything was going so well. Shoot. I'm gonna actually, since I was casting suggestion, I can beguiling magic too to try and charm as well.
I would say for the purposes of this, it is a failure on this check.
All right.
As you do not abscond with her clothing.
All right. But I did get some useful information, so.
And you know her personality and what she's like.
I will just leave being a creep in her eyes.
I mean, she wasn't like super put off. It's just like, no, those are my clothes. Not that kind of girl.
Gotcha. All right. But I would relay the information that I got to the party, and we could possibly still disguise somebody if somebody has that spell.
I got a good look at it. I think I can. I think I can pull off a good Enos.
All right. So as you guys arrive, actually at the door, Dr. Jellybean is casting disguise self as Enos.
I am.
Can we do like an Ocean's 12 thing where like me and Oblate are in a box and Aethel is like pushing us next to Dr. Jellybean?
Just carrying them.
No, it's it's a curator, right? So it's like a.
They got like Strolly boys or like
Yeah.
Art. You got Art in there.
Yeah, we're Art.
Yeah.
So me and Oblate are like Art, and Aethel's pushing us next to Dr.
But you're in a crate.
Enos.
Okay.
Dr. Enos.
Sure. As you guys stroll up, Aethel pushing this cart with Oblate and Louise in a crate. Dr. Jellybean disguised as Enos. Boy, that's a real name. There is that
is.
Gordon's guard kind of standing there. Kind of looks down at you all. Enos? What's all this?
Oh yeah. First of all, what? How did Enos? What was her accent like? How does she talk?
Oh, Minnesotan.
Oh yeah. How's it going? Yeah. Just me and my helper today.
Who's this?
We. Oh, this is I almost said Enos. What's his name? What? I didn't catch your name there, bud. What's your name? He was assigned to me today.
So I'm Barris.
Okay.
Barris. His name. Yeah. We're gonna do some art. There's got art in the box, and just curator stuff
I need
as we do.
Dr. Jellybean and Aethel give me deception checks. Dr. Jellybean, I will give you advantage because you are disguised as the person. I will need Oblate and Louise to make stealth checks. I will also give you advantage because you're in a box. All you gotta do is be quiet, don't move.
Nice.
Shut up in there. All right.
And then I wouldn't be wearing my armor because it's not that kind
Ooh.
of day.
Boom.
Okay, good thing
Louise
with
must have farted in the
good
box.
thing with those good thing with those advantages.
Mhm.
Definitely.
It's my
Okay.
sorry, I guess it's deception.
Or if, are you less proficient in deception?
Yes, subtract 4.
Okay,
Or
but I will
subtract
say
2
with
from
two nat 20s, if you wanted to, Aethel, you could be wearing like a cloak over your armor. You just look like a mechanical man. I don't care.
I just need to probably be quieter. It would be more useful probably to be quiet as
Okay.
opposed to not be able to be stabbed.
I gotcha.
So I will not wear my armor today.
Fair enough.
Question
With
for you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
oh yeah, what's up?
Guard.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, about the situation yesterday with the dog.
Yeah, was
Has that been cleared up?
yeah, we cleaned it up.
You did. Oh, good.
Yeah, no worries there. It's all
Oh, no worries.
cleaned up.
Oh, glad to hear it.
Now let that be a
Okay,
lesson
well-
to anyone who's not supposed to be there, right? I mean, they were. That's so unfortunate.
Right. My question would be, I have some helpers here with me today.
Just me.
Yes,
Oh,
just one.
oh, you should probably get a badge then. Make sure you check in with Kyle about it.
Kyle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll give you a badge.
Right. Okay then. We'll be right on our merry way. Guess we, Kyle.
Yeah, go on in. He'll kind of like hold the door open for you.
Thank you.
How much do you hate me for picking Minnesota?
She's just not used to it.
Good challenge. It's a bit Irish.
Yeah, it's like you're losing the
You
losing
lose-
the plot there in the middle.
Yeah,
Irish. Yeah.
Got a little Irish, got a little squish.
Yeah.
gotta do the don't you know?
Don't you know? And you betcha, yeah.
You
Oh,
betcha.
yeah.
Gotta hit them.
Yeah.
Oops.
Ooh, oh, let me squeeze right past you.
Love me some Fargo. But as you are allowed in there, Oblate and Louise in a box.
Move your foot. Ah.
Dr. Jellybean kind of leading the path down a hallway, pretty well lit. Opens into another glass door that opens up into what looks like a half cafeteria, half office, where half of the side is kind of filled with boxes and shelves of crates. Looks like some of them are half open with with different kind of like vases and paintings, statues, and the like. Some of these shelves are empty. There is on the other side, there is a large, kind of like a cafeteria table. Someone's desk is right by there as well. It appear to be working on like touching up some art.
Maybe it's Kyle.
Would be a tabaxi individual that is touching up the art right next to a large piece of sculpture thing. Ceilings in here about 15 feet tall. There would be some kind of hanging lanterns on chains, just kind of setting an atmosphere. Not that this place really needs one. It's more of a business place, but it's not as well lit in here as you would like for a curator office.
Fair. Excuse me, I need to get a badge so I don't get mauled by a machine.
Oh, yeah, who are you?
My name is Barris.
Oh, he's with me. My helper.
Okay, what
I'm
do you got there today?
Oh, bit of this and that. Arts. You know, don't you know?
All right, well, just put it up over there on one of the shelves. We'll get to it when we get to it. See if it's worth putting up or not.
kind of assuming there was going to be more there after the don't you know. Just kind of stopped.
That's it. It's the end of a sentence.
Yep.
You said put it where?
Yeah, just put it on the shelf there. We'll get to it when we get to it and look into it. For now, I really need help with some of this this paint stuff. I'm glad you showed up early. I wasn't expecting you for a few hours now.
Oh, I see. Well, this art is kind of a private project. It's very personal to me, and I'd prefer to take it with me.
With you where? I mean, this is where you work, right?
Yeah. Obviously, yeah.
Well, you gotta make sure, and we pick out the pieces that Gordon wants, and then we touch it up, make sure it's good to go.
Ferris, explain to him why we can't just put it on the shelf.
It's very heavy.
We'll put it on a lower shelf then. That's fine. Or put it next to it. We'll categorize and stuff. What is it?
So that's I'm glad you asked, because we're still working on a bit of research to figure out exactly what it might be.
Well, let's pop her open then and find out.
You said that you're the only curator here right now?
Oh, no. And kind of points across some of the racks. And you would see a halfling individual. Looks to be kind of organizing some stuff, putting some labels on some boxes. Nah. Allie's here too.
Well, maybe what you said first was the right thing to do. Maybe we should put it on the shelf, and we'll just worry about it later.
Oh, good, because I could use some help with the this painting here. Got a couple of things that I just can't get these smudges right. Heck, you're muscle boy, whatever. I didn't catch your name. Baron.
Ferris.
Sorry. Hand you a badge as he pulls out of his neck, like kind of. There you go. Don't go wandering the halls though. Get bit. Why don't you give?
This was supposed to stop me from getting bit.
Looks to Enos. Just don't go wandering the halls. Maybe you can help Allie over there. do some organizing. You look like you might be good at that.
Okay.
Can I do a small flashback and say
Absolutely.
that I mental connected with Dr. Jellybean
Yeah. Before the box was shut, sure.
before the box was shut?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Look into my
telepathically,
eyes.
I'm going to tell Dr. Jellybean, tell him that this collection needs to be part of the fork collection. Yes? Maybe that will work? Because it
Oh,
needs to be taken directly there.
right. So actually, I do know a bit about this collection. It needs to go with the forks.
Are you feeling all right today? Your voice just keeps
I have a bit of a
you sound like a
patchy throat.
all right.
Not feeling quite
What were you
myself
saying? I'm
today.
so sorry. I got distracted.
The forks.
The,
It needs to go with the forks.
the forks.
The spoons and silverware,
Cutlery.
cutlery. Yes, the flatware, the silverware. The special silverware.
Y'all throwing me for a loop.
No, I meant like the fork that we were supposed to get, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, we assume
I-
it's not the only thing that's like that.
Ah, okay.
I would
kinda
imagine
our
it
assumption.
That
would
is an
be
assumption.
Similar. Yeah, it is an assumption.
What? Give me a deception check.
Fair enough.
You can do it. I believe in you.
With
Ah,
a
Not
nat
a 20.
with a nat 20.
Right
Thank
to the
God.
forks.
Yes, for the other
Great-
forks, obviously.
Great dismay.
You mean there's only one fork? The giant one?
This is more of the giant collection.
Is it a giant fork?
Oh, he loves that brogue shit. Yeah, just take it down the hall.
That's why it's so heavy.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes.
All right, take it down the hall. As you can feel him inkling like he wants to take a look at it. But yeah, go.
Yes, I Barris, helper to Enos, will do that then.
Yeah, take it down
Where
the
am
hall.
I going?
It's just down the hall. You know, to the left. You can't miss it.
Okay.
I'll go with him to make sure that he puts it in the proper place.
Well,
That
make sure you
makes
bring
sense.
back whatever you replace it with. There's only so much space in there. He likes to keep things a little open.
Mhm.
You know. All right. Well, I'll get on down, and he'll take a key and go and unlock the door. It seems like Kyle might be the only one with a key.
Interesting.
As
good
he opens another glass door which goes into a hallway. The floors in here are this kind of almost like a glaze of epoxy put over this greenish kind of stone, and it almost seems to flow. It doesn't, but it like kind of has that illusion like it's flowing. But there are several rugs put on top and more of those dangly, fiery lanterns exuding a little bit of light. Aethel and Dr. Jellybean make their way with Oblate and Louise in a box. And down the hall, you can see not a dog. as you start to hear the trickling of some water feature. It is a four-legged creature with looks like armor plating, the size of a mastiff. No eyes, one mouth filled with teeth, and a long tongue that's just drooling. It also, underneath that like kind of gray armor plating, does just have this like pinkish purple flesh to it. What are you doing about that?
Are we being led by Kyle, or did he just open the door?
He just opened the door to let you guys out. And then shut the door. And locked it.
Does it seem to be like guarding the door that we're trying to go to, or is it like patrolling the hall?
It seems to be kind of patrolling the hall, but it's kind of there's a smaller room ahead that is kind of like almost like a foyer or a waiting area. Just kind of like there's just like a water feature ahead. Shallow pool with just water kind of flowing into it. And more of those dangly lights so you can see ahead, but you do kind of see around the corner this creature.
Is the water feature the water access that we knew of?
Yes.
Okay.
So at least that's an escape route if we need it.
And then,
Would be a fine time for a flashback if you guys had one in mind.
that's true.
I would imagine that I heard about the incident with the dog, so we would know how to plan around this. Do we think just like a big old steak will solve this issue?
Yeah, it attacked patrons or like.
I would
people?
say... Who's handling this? It attacked people. Possibly.
Maybe a big old sleepy time steak.
Yeah, sleepy time steak.
Do you want to try to drug it?
That's
I mean,
the
it's a
whole point of sleepy time
robot,
steak.
though,
It is
right?
not a robot. It is a creature.
It is
It's
a
a
creature.
creature?
It's a fleshy,
It is alive.
pinkish purple flesh with this kind of almost chitin armor plating on it, like dog in shape-ish. More
Probably not humanoid.
no eyes. It just has this long tongue that it kind of starts swashing about the place.
Well, we know that it ate like somebody, right? From what I learned
Yes.
from Enos. So just maybe like some raw meat that we have just like sleeping potion coated on it.
Inside of the box. Sure, that's an option.
So
We could
Yeah,
have gotten.
like we just have it inside the box. You reach in and just like throw it.
we'll
Yes.
do a flashback to purchasing some drugs and some meat.
hmm
How's this going down? You guys tell me.
With the small curiosities.
No, somewhere
shop?
else. New place.
Somewhere
Small
else.
Curiosities is not
we have a
available for
credit.
you. Nope.
Yeah, we have a credit.
It is not available for any
Sure,
more
credit.
flashbacks.
I don't
They
think
don't sell
Curiosity-
drugs.
So I don't think Curiosities would have raw meat, but would they have like a sleeping potion or
That place has
spell?
been X'd out of the equation.
Not
Okay.
available.
We'll do a
Not available.
flash sideways, flashback to a back alley deal with
Kalasar gets us in contact with one of his guys.
Yeah, Shalasar gets you in contact with
Who's going to get us the-
half elf in a cloak, dark alley, steam kind of going overhead.
We need. to put-
Who's here?
I'll be there.
Okay.
I will also be there.
If this is after the information that I relayed,
Yeah.
I could probably be there too.
Okay.
Yeah.
As Oblate, Aethel, and Louise kind of in this tight alley, debris and trash everywhere.
Did you bring the stuff?
Do I know you?
Oh, I don't know. I've heard that
Who sent
the
you?
wind whistles differently down here. What have you heard?
I'm confused.
They
Shalasar.
say whichever way the wind blows. Sure.
All right, so we know each other.
You said Shalasar and that gave it away.
Why would
What are
say
you
that?
looking for?
We need to put to sleep a big dog thing.
Do you know anything about this dog?
It likes meat.
It eats people. We just need enough to
It is
make sure
eating
it'll
a
sleep for a long
person.
time.
I will say, all of you gathering this information. We'll say, Dr. Jellybean, since you're not there, give me an Arcana check. I'll let Aethel give me a religion check.
Ooh, I'm better at those, technically.
Different information. Actually, similar information. All right. Aethel, you don't know what the thing is, but Dr. Jellybean, after Louise described this dog, you knew what to expect. This is actually not a friendly thing. Known as a Canoloth.
You know what?
An intelligent fiend meant for protecting important artifacts. You would know it is immune to poison.
Is
Does
a sleeping
poison
potion
include-
poison?
Yeah. Does that include drugs?
Oh, if you want
Usually.
something that is not a poison, that will cost a little extra, no? So you want to put to sleep something that doesn't have ability to consume poison.
Yes, that is what we are doing.
And you put it in some meat for this thing to eat. Okay.
Yes.
I see what we're going. About how big?
Like a large
You muted,
dog.
Steven. Ah,
Maybe like a large dog. Maybe about. I go over my head. About yay high.
oh, so about this size, pointing to Oblate.
Yeah, maybe yes.
Get down on
I mean,
all
if it
fours.
could devour a person, I would assume it would be quite big.
I want a group persuasion from you three. Aethel,
Gross.
Oblate, and Louise, because you guys are there.
Here's mine.
Ooh, thank God. Oh no, what?
Okay, okay.
I roll back.
That's fine.
You
That's
guys
why
rolled
it's
good,
we
and that's fine.
take the average there. Okay. Well, Shalasar lives for much longer. Give him my regards. Make sure he does not eat any of this. Also, it wouldn't work on him. To be 150 gold.
Belisar said you'd be okay with taking it out of the money that he already owes us.
Give me a deception check. That he already owes you?
Yeah, he owes us money. Right? He owes us like 1,500 gold.
So he's gonna have to pay. So Shalasar is supposed to pay me. Still give me a deception check.
Yes. That is fine.
Nat 1. You do get
Oh
deception.
my god.
No, I
Just
will
kidding.
need the money up front. Even Shalasar knows that I will not take credit.
Done.
Where?
Okay.
Oh, you have it. All right.
I have it.
All right, thank God, because I have 82 bucks. On me.
I have 211 gold on me.
I'll give
Just
it
like,
to you in about an hour. As
Sweet. Bueno.
as he disappears
What-
in a puff of smoke. And an hour later during the day before all this, you
If he didn't show up, we'd have
Yeah.
gone to kill him.
as you procure a large steak. And
Yeah, I was gonna ask, do I know what they like to eat? Are they
A
are they
carnivore?
carnivores?
people.
People.
Something
We
with a
could put
soul.
it in
reference.
somebody's.
Make it look like a person.
We could just put it in a dead body. Surely
So
there are
we have
dead
to have a dead
people.
body in the box with me and Louise. That's not gonna
Ah.
happen.
Awesome.
Horrible. That's
Don't
terrible.
eat babies. We all have to sacrifice. I had to make up a lie on the spot.
Yep.
Oh man.
I had to butcher
Oh,
a
man.
Midwestern accent.
You know how hard that is for Aethel?
When I said
would
get that foot out of my face, I didn't mean Oblate's foot. I meant the foot.
I would
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
a leg. It's like
I would
part of the
say
body.
a steak is fine, or big like hog leg.
Yeah, like sure that makes sense. It's
Yeah.
part of a big animal.
All right, so we did that. It's in the box.
It's in one of the boxes.
I'll open
As
it.
you open the box,
I will grab
and
that.
you would see the creature start to run towards you.
Mm.
Kind of almost like it senses something in that box. But not necessarily the meat that's in your hands.
It's the other two yahoos. I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
This is for you.
Just
Hold
hand him
it
the
out to
leg.
it. I'm gonna hand to it. She said it was intelligent.
Yeah. Give me a persuasion check.
It's an intelligent fiend. Why act like it doesn't know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's not
Like,
the
hey, man, what's
smartest.
yours?
But yeah, give me a persuasion check.
Smart enough to know free food. Yeah, coming up. Persuasion, you said?
Mm-hmm.
That's not terrible.
With a 12. That is a failure.
You
Oh.
have inspiration.
I do. I guess I could roll with advantage.
I could also try to talk to it.
That's fine. I'll use my
It seems like it perfectly
I'll use my
understood what
inspiration.
Athel said. Okay, much better. As it
Nice.
seems to kind of go and like away from you and almost ignore you, you hear in your head, "No, not that. Hungry for intruders." And you kind of like put the stake in its face as it lunges towards.
Just kind of
And it's
shove
like,
it in.
Oh,
Alright,
and it
I
kind of
use this.
swallows it whole. And you would see there's still something here. And Dr. Jellybean, Athel, Oblate, and Louise would all hear this as its tongue starts to stretch into the half-open box. Lengthy, spiny tongue. And it falls over.
Oh, that was disgusting. What was
Just
that?
enough for
It
this
almost touched me.
long, spiny tongue to kind of caress both of you in the box.
That was not pleasant.
You would estimate this tongue can be up to 30 feet long.
Oh my
Tongue.
goodness.
Oh lord.
It's like more than its body
Yep.
in tongue. Yeah,
Wow, it's
I'll just take the tongue out of the
close
box and toss it on top of itself.
Just
You
like
don't want to
roll it up.
Roll it up?
Yeah.
Just kind of like drop it.
As you kind of pushed aside this dog-like demon creature in this kind of waiting room. There's that water feature. You make your way to the actual room. Still in the box? Oblate and Louise?
Can I look around and like do I see anybody else over here?
Quiet as a mouse.
We would have determined a signal for them for us to come out.
3 knocks on the box.
I mean, the
wait
signal
for the-
could just be her mentally saying,
Get
you
out,
could come
get-
out of the
yeah.
box.
That is true.
Because you guys are communicating.
Listen,
Psychic
I don't do a lot of
powers.
telepathy in my games, okay?
The signal
Fair
is
enough.
literally just heavily clear.
And you
Is the
can
coast
come out now.
clear?
Well,
We're well,
Yeah,
wait,
yeah.
1 second.
I was just gonna say, as you enter this room, there is also a large, classic circular vault door.
Which we were
Mm,
expecting.
Because we had this information.
We
right.
already knew.
Enos,
already know.
Enos told
Enos mentioned that there was
Hold
a
him.
vault door, sure.
It wouldn't be that weird of a mention.
And
Yeah.
told Louise the combination, of course.
obviously.
Unlikely.
I would say Enos's uses are done. She got you a disguise and a way in.
Not even a second date for Louise.
Wow. Ouch.
He tried to take her clothes.
Hold.
Yeah, it's kind of a creep move.
Trying to
That
rob
is
this
weird.
lady.
That is
It's a
weird.
super creep move. For everybody watching, don't take a girl's clothes.
Yeah, just
Ladies-
don't
ladies
don't
won't
rob
like
your
that.
dates.
Yep.
Turns out you'll get more seconds. or something.
I would have like during that whole conversation with Kyle and our Enos, I would have been whispering to Oblate, Oblate, it looks like he has something in his pocket. Do you think you could get your fingers over there through one of the slits in the box?
1 second. I can try. It might not go well, but worth a shot.
This is like a mid flashback as you flash back to when
There's
things
like
were already
maybe
going.
5 minutes ago.
The prior.
Yeah.
Everything's a flashback.
Yeah, as little do they know, there was actually, while they were doing this, we were actually doing that.
I guess I'll sleight of hand and try to.
I will say, from the box, there's a hole in it.
There's probably like handhold section.
Like when he's like looking up at the box with his curiosity to see like what's in there. Like it's just like he rubs up against the box and maybe like a.
Probably
Sure, give me a sleight of hand, Oblate.
Lordy Jesus.
Downside with this is we can't do anything aversive other than it just doesn't work. With an 18. You can take one of two things. Your choice. Something metal or something paper.
Oh,
Ooh, it's a tough one. The metal's the key,
Probably the key.
that he
but
used
it's
to
a
unlock
vault.
the door.
Yeah. Well, it's
Do
like
we need
it
the
sounds
key to
like-
unlock the door, or the paper with the combination to unlock the vault?
Because he's forgetful and doesn't remember the code.
Sorry, guys, I'm taking the paper. I took the paper.
That's fine.
My gut said paper.
All right.
Yeah, I was going on paper too.
As you now you're come out of the box and you're in the light, looking at this piece of paper. It would say second.
Wow.
1, 2, 5, 6.
Second 1, 2, 5, 6.
Mm-hmm. As you're looking at this vault, you can see there are two mechanisms. One of them is a large dial, and there's a smaller dial on the side of the where the handle is.
Like a second dial, if you will. Like
Yeah.
a second one.
You could say that.
Kind of like that.
That makes sense. Does it seem like it opens like a smaller section, like there's a sub door in the vault door?
Quite possibly.
Interesting.
Well, this should this is 50% of the puzzle.
Uh-huh.
That part of the puzzle.
The third part of the puzzle.
Second, third
Let's-
part.
Let's try it. Because it probably won't go off if we succeed in one half and nothing happens. Like,
So you would see numbers.
have you
on-
ever unlocked half a door? It doesn't set off an alarm when you put in the code properly.
Technically, it's only half of the code.
I think it's the code for that one piece.
Before we
Mhm.
put in half of this, does anybody have any good flashbacks that they'd like to go back to?
How would we figure out?
What
vault
about
door.
Reginald? Reginald.
Oh, right, I was supposed to
Donnerson.
talk to him. Yes. Yes,
Let's say
absolutely.
while you guys were getting some drugs, Dr. Jellybean was going to talk to Reginald
Sure, that makes sense.
Okay.
over at the steam room.
Yes, I went to the steam room to talk to Reginald.
All right. Reginald's a waiter there. who knows a lot of these people that come in. He's a human, younger-ish. He's like in his early 20s. Very handsome. Like, he should not be working as a waiter. His talents are very wasted.
Reginald.
Reggie, what up?
But we'll say he's the bartender there.
He is not.
Easy enough. I sit down at the bar.
What is this scene like?
I order a Cleveland steamer. What's the scene like? I don't know. It's what time of day is it? Is it morning?
I'd say it's
morning.
like noon.
You know, good lunch. Get a roll and a drink.
All right. Give me a. It's a lot of talking stuff. If you want to fast forward to what the stuff that you get, give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Got this.
Persuasion.
A 13.
Do I have any inspiration? I do not.
Louise gave everyone inspiration at the start of the day.
Oh, that's right. Is it just regular inspiration?
It's just a reroll.
Just a reroll. All right. Well.
Also, Oblate can hand out an inspiration from his one.
Let's try again. I'm gonna use my
Is that
Louise's
allowed?
inspiration.
Unless we're not using that.
I would say nah.
That's better.
You don't need it. With a 20. Like, yeah, I'm always talking about the problem with those vault doors and it breaking down over time. Said the hinges really need some work. At least the interior part. They really gotta get some cleaners in there. I know a couple people, but a little too pricey for them. Out of system anyways.
Said you had a system?
They're out of the system
Out
anyways.
of the system.
Next drink.
So what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Are they hard to open or what? What's wrong with them?
That model they got. I've seen it before. Breaks down at the hinges pretty easily. At least like I said, the interior door. Bigger one's a little heavier though. That thing will last a lifetime.
You get a lot of people breaking into the vault a lot?
I
Is that a
mean,
problem?
not that one. Yeah, a lot of guards around, and here they got a sick puppy in there. But, it's a pretty standard issue around this, quadrant of the Astral Sea. Not too many people selling vault doors, am I right? So, not a lot of choices. I've seen my fair share. And I got a brother in the business.
You got a brother? What's his name?
Junior.
Junior.
Named after my father. Junior.
Your father's name was Junior too?
Junior.
Yeah.
Junior.
We just call him JJ. He's a good kid. Gets mixed up with the wrong crowd sometimes, but that's vault door business for you.
Huh. Interesting. He gets mixed up with the wrong crowd, huh? What is he, like a criminal?
Nah, he just sells vaults to anyone who buys one. People who usually want vaults have something worth trying to hide or keep. You know how that goes.
Sure. Vaults, I know all about them. That's me.
Well,
my middle name.
I get
Vault.
that.
All right. So you got a brother named Junior. He sells vaults, as one does. Yeah.
Wall salesman.
It tells you the interior lock is pretty faulty and can usually just be opened on the hinge
interior lock is faulty, but he said the exterior, the door is pretty strong.
I would say that's what you get from this flashback.
So we may have the code for the outside. We might be able to get into the inside, and then
You don't have the big turn
Big
wheel.
door.
a big
Yeah, we have
turn,
the small
okay.
turn.
You have the small turn, which does have numbers associated with it. The big one looks to have letters. The entire letters of the alphabet.
26 letters.
Yep.
Could I ask him who? I just want to know, like, who set the code?
Like, I don't know all
Who-
of that.
Who gets to come
I
up
just,
with
I
that?
just, I just, I just know, how doors work. You open them.
He's a doorman,
I'm a
if you will.
doorman.
So we
Okay.
think we got the half the code from Kyle. Would we have had a flashback to possibly get the other code from that halfling? I think it was a halfling that was with Kyle.
Interact with her.
Oh, Allie?
Ellie?
Possibly.
So just cart me over to her, and I'll steal it again.
I would say the
When we were going
chances-
back and forth, if we should put them on the shelf or not.
Oh, over here. No, not there.
Or it's up to you guys. I don't know. You haven't used the map yet.
Oh, that's right. We did get a map. What does the map say?
Do we even need the map? We're already there. We know what the fork
Yeah, I
is.
thought the
some-
map was just to get in.
It might also be the construction map, like a blueprint.
Could
Okay.
just be,
Consult the map.
I would say
it's the map. It's the map.
if someone wants to give me a cartographer's check, cool tools check.
Hey, I can do those.
I'd say
That's my
with
thing.
intelligence.
Intelligence cartographer's check.
Yeah. I think Oblate is also proficient. All right, with a
Navigator's
15.
tools.
Navigators, okay.
Yeah, I'm cartographer.
With a 15, consulting the map. This looks to have actually Gordon's signature on it. And where the vault door is on this blueprint it says Gordon.
No, he's not that vain.
Oh, he's that vain.
Probably so.
The safe is probably about him.
He's so vain.
That's as good a guess as any, you know?
We could always play the hey, I forgot the other part. He had the one part written down.
Yeah, we're gonna have to sneak Kyle, or we're gonna have to get Kyle past a clearly drugged dog, though.
What happened to him? I don't know. I don't know. He was like that when we found him. I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I guess
I
we could
think-
try it first. We could just try
I
the
think
Gordon.
Gordon and
Gordon
the
number.
second combination.
And then
Alright.
we just like we can like break open the inside part.
Yeah,
of it.
let's
Yeah.
break it.
You spin the
Try to break
wheel to where it says Gordon. Or, you type
Yeah, we spell out
G
Gordon.
O R. And it seems you kind of hear this little click every time. As at the end of it, it kind of hears double click. And then you type, and then you go and spin the smaller one to 1 2, yeah, 1 2 5 6, and pull on the latch. Pull is open, revealing a smaller, but kind of just straight down, steel door.
It's got hinges that we can see.
It would have hinges on the top of it.
Oh, sure. So like
Yeah,
lifts
yeah,
or like pushes or something.
yeah.
Anyone
Okay.
want to give it a push?
Does it look like it's supposed to hinge inwards, or is it supposed to hinge towards us?
We'll say it'll hinge inward.
Sure. So basically into the room.
Yeah.
Or into the vault. Then I will basically try to push it.
And I will be giving him a massage and whispering in his ears, "You can do this. You can do this, my friend." As I give him some bardic inspiration.
All right. Give me an athletics check.
Athletics check. Surprise! I'm actually pretty strong.
Okay.
A
I'll
25.
choose to not use the bardic inspiration.
Yeah, for sure. With a 25, you push it open, and it pushes right off. The hinges kind of bust, and it starts to fall forward. It looks like it's gonna make a quick. Give me a dexterity save to try and make it to where it doesn't.
Can I also help him with that?
Sure.
Now we're good.
Is it a
Maybe.
save or a check?
A save.
He said save, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try and hold it because I was already holding it to push.
How big is
Alright.
it?
It would take
door,
two
I
people.
said.
I would say with these two together, kind of grab onto it quickly before it falls, and you gently lay it down, revealing a rug into a large interior ahead of you. You would see a massive statue of a armored figure on an armored horse, all in gold. Two of these dangling kind of fire braziers, almost like torches, dangling from the tall ceiling in here, 20 feet tall. An odd kind of very like a circle, missing a circle on its lower portion, but like ovular, pinkish and blue kind of statue in a pointed fashion on one side. Table with what looks to be an open briefcase, scrolls busting out of it, scrolls laying on the table too. Next to the statue in the center of the room, there is also a gilded chest with looks to be tons of symbols of cogs and gears. And kind of has a glass inlay around it to where you can almost see the contents if you were inspecting further. Across the room, next to the table with the scrolls, there would be, looks to be a statue of just a giant head, bald head, smooth face statue. And on the complete other side of the room, across from where you're entering, the right side, you would see a table with looks like a treasure chest, like classic pirate treasure chest, gold and jewels spilling out of it. Looks like a green tea kettle setting next to it. And next to that would be a samurai suit of armor with a sword kind of just floating in front of it, like a katana, if you will.
Katana.
And next to that would be another table, like some sort of something wrapped in paper with a little bun on top, and a large fork. Very plain
There it is.
fork.
That's what we're looking for.
Sitting on the table. Also in here, tons of artwork, like just tons of artwork of landscapes of Gordon's Landing itself before it was actually civilized, or or it turned into a town. Just this barren foot with some shrubbery growing for toe hair.
Huh.
Other ones that like the gases of the Astral Sea, or knightly figures. One of them's like a big pirate ship floating on the Astral. And as you have entered the vault, it's going to be where we're going to take our little 5-10 minute break.
Sounds good.
All right, so we'll be back here at about, we'll say aim for 5 after. And pick up there in a minute.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, folks. We'll be back.
Okay.
See you soon.
Yeah, we are back, folks, with our Magdalena Blues. Last we left, our crew was in the middle of a fork heist, and kind of making their way through. They made it to the vault with a sleeping fiend dog creature kind of behind them, opening and breaking part of the vault door. See a plethora of treasure around them. And we're going to bring you to a map just so you kind of get a feel for what the actual scenery is like in here. As there's the water feature, but the vault, as it looks like a very carefully curated arrangement of artifacts and artwork around the area. That is where we're picking up. You guys just broke the door down, made sure that it kept quiet before falling. What are you guys doing?
We popped out of the box, right?
Yes,
the okay
yes.
from-
You popped out of the box before the door opening happened.
Yeah, like up here.
Okay. Welcome to the goodie room.
As much
I
as we might
mean-
want to steal more than one thing,
Right. We're here for the
just
fork.
the fork and
remember?
we're leaving, right?
I was thinking maybe I can make it smaller, just because it's a pretty big fork.
It's like trident size.
Yeah, maybe if we made it smaller, I could just put it in my backpack, and then nobody would be
You
like,
might be
"Hey, did you steal that fork?"
What if
No.
one of us carries it and you turn us invisible?
Oh, we could do that.
And
Yeah,
by us,
sure.
I mean them. Because we walked in, so they're expecting Barris and Eighth.
Right.
and
That makes
Ace.
yeah. I like your idea, Ethel. It's a good one. Okay.
Does this door look like it would close? Like that we'd be able to open it if we closed it? The
You
vault
wouldn't
door?
be able to properly close it. Like, you wouldn't be able to click it shut unless you mess with
wouldn't be
the
able to, like,
gears
lock it.
outside. Right.
But we could close it. As far as like
Yeah. Yeah.
it would be shut.
Yeah, you just don't hear that click. It's a heavy door, so it takes effort to pull open, and so it's not like it's gonna like make itself open on its own because of the
Sure.
While everybody is discussing our options,
Yeah.
I'm gonna know that part of the plan is when I pop out of the box, I'm gonna start detecting magic as I start playing like a low tone on my magical instruments to see what is screaming magic in here in this room.
All right. Within your immediate vicinity, nothing.
From
okay,
the
this
door.
is weird. I expected this place
From
to
the
be
door.
screaming with magic.
You just walk in.
Alright, I will continue walking in.
All
I
right.
will close this door. Oh, I guess I clicked it, but I closed it that way. So that works too.
As you,
Wait, the door behind us?
yeah,
Yeah, this door. Right here.
yeah. Like I said, you can't shut it,
Going-
and it won't click. Like you can shut it to
Yeah,
where no
I'm
light.
basically
Because
just bringing
Oh,
it
so it's just
almost-
like okay, got it.
Yeah. There's no
'Cause I can't
there's
turn the
no
thing
opening
back.
and shutting mechanism inside. You can't turn it shut. But you can shut it.
I'm just like pulling
Can
it
we-
mostly closed. It's
I
in close enough that we
mean
can't
the,
see.
the pessimist in me is like, can we just like put something so it won't fully close on us?
It's up to you. Are you putting something in the vault door so it won't fully close on you?
This was a conversation that I was having with the party.
That's fair enough.
We could jam like a book in there or something, maybe. I don't know. Pull out one of my books, jam it in there. Yeah.
Works for me.
Okay.
What
Sure.
book
Makes sense.
I don't know. I got books.
do you?
Not
You got your tablet.
not the
Do
fuzzy
I?
book.
You don't have the fuzzy book anymore.
I don't have the fuzzy book no
We
more.
traded it away.
No Professor
Aw,
Bosnanovich's spell book.
I got parchment. Just get like a stack
One
of
piece of
parchment.
paper.
You probably have
Yeah.
like
Stop
10,
it.
10 pieces of paper.
I got 10 pieces of paper. I can fold those up.
Many times.
You know, yeah, do some origami real quick and put something in the door.
What if I just take a dagger and put it where it would have to be crushed to be closed?
This is a pretty heavy door.
Sure.
Fair warning.
Paper and the dagger.
There we go.
Can't get through
That'll
paper
do
and
it.
a dagger.
I'm just thinking we'll probably hear it getting crushed before it fully closes at that point.
Warning system. Okay.
That's fair.
Okay.
If they're closing the door on the dagger, someone's either pushing it hard enough
Yeah.
or something.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Place a dagger in there before closing the door, mostly.
Yeah.
And with that,
basically.
I'll walk forward, just kind of blowing a quiet note on my instrument, seeing what hums with magical energy.
All right. As you get closer, the statue does hum with abjuration magic. Looks like a landscape picture along this wall, depicting several gaseous forms among the astral. Has conjuration magic.
Oh.
Large picture.
And as I'm
And
playing,
plenty
I'm
of
just
these.
taking a quick breath and noting this to the party.
Plenty of these scrolls on that table also glow with magic. Multitudes of different magic. The sculpture here does not glow with magic. Actually, it would have divination magic.
Gonna head towards the fork slowly.
Yeah.
I'll make my way towards the fork as well.
The fork is magical.
What? It's a magic
The
fork.
armor and the katana is magical. And the teapot is
I
magical.
was gonna say, is the teapot magical? What about the chest?
No. The chest is not
Or
magical.
anything in the chest?
No. Looks like a lot of money, though.
We just take a little bit of the money and be
No,
cursed
we're not-
for all of eternity.
Right, we're not taking nothing, just
The
the
dead
fork.
man's chest.
Except
You
for
know,
the
I have
fork, which
heard
isn't
plenty
ours,
of
so we're
tales like
taking it.
this where you reach into a chest like that, a non-magical chest full of magical items, and your hand will be bitten off by a mimic. No, thank you.
Also,
We
Wise
do,
words.
so
Aethel,
we
as
do
you
have
kind
to
of
take
pass by,
something out.
yeah, Aethel,
So-
as you pass by this chest, you would note along that glass kind of like a lining along part of it, like a ribbon of glass kind of around it. I would say Saint 011 thumbnail or thumb.
Thumbnail.
Yeah,
Thumbnail.
it's just the thumbnail. Yeah, you keep that stuff, right? It says the Saint 011.
No, it's a
thumb.
JPEG. It's
Yeah.
the thumbnail.
Yeah. Yeah.
0, 1
exactly.
plus the thumbnail.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is supposed to be with all the brogue stuff.
I would seem the only stuff that is brogue in nature
It's over here.
is the fork, and you're not sure what this package is. It also glows conjuration magic.
It's a bomb.
You know, for being somebody that abuses the lower class, this guy has a lot of taste.
It is a very carefully selected selection, and everything kind of like behind the pirate theme, the pirate treasure chest that's on a table.
Pirate theme.
There is a large pirate ship traveling the astral sea. Looks like the captain of the ship is in the like front of the vessel, kind of like doing like the hero pose kind of thing. Over here, there is no artwork on the wall over here.
Full of magic scrolls.
Looks like a lot of magic scrolls.
I'm curious about those too, but does this look locked?
Give me an investigation check.
I guess I could do that.
Oh, you are touching it, aren't you? Do not touch it. Oh,
And I
not while he's
investigate with
doing
my
it.
eyes, but very close.
Very closely. Inspecting.
That's
The
not bad.
16. It does in fact appear to be locked.
Poopy.
It is also a wooden chest. Has a metal
Just
keyhole in the
break
center of it.
Could slice it in two with this everly sharp katana. Definitely what that's for.
We could do that, or we could just take the fork, get out of here,
Get the fork out of
not
here.
cause any.
As
Yeah.
much as I want other stuff, we just gotta take the fork and go.
What school of magic is on the fork again?
It is a... alteration. Or transmutation.
Transforms thing.
Oh, this is, so there's transmutation on this fork. Does that mean? Does anybody can anybody see through magic or
I can't identify.
ooh.
Can you not do that? I thought you could do that.
I can
Take
do
10
that.
minutes.
It's gonna be another
Right.
10 minutes.
I hope nobody comes looking for us.
So we would have been in here for at least 20 minutes. That being the
Or-
case.
Yeah.
Mm,
Did you have to ritually cast detect magic?
I did.
Alright.
Woof. All right, the clock is ticking.
Okay.
All right. Here's what we gotta do, though. Okay, so what I was thinking, right? Somebody takes the fork. I turn you two invisible. Then I cast, I don't know, a minor illusion on the table for the fork in case they come in here within the next minute. I don't know, just something. But then they also said we gotta take something out if we put something
What?
in,
Which makes me
What
think
if-
that it's safe to touch this stuff anyway.
right?
Yeah, I'm not worried about touching it. I was gonna say, what if we just told them we put the fork in the box along with something else, and then we put the box on the shelf and then I will leave, and you can try and leave soon after,
Okay, we could do that.
and then the two invisible people, of course, can leave with me because then
Right,
they can.
and they have the fork.
Oh, you won't beat Enos anymore if they're invisible,
Oh no!
will you?
Disguise self is not a concentration.
It's not.
No, it's
Mm-mm.
not.
Oh, then never mind. You're fine.
Fortunately.
Ooh.
It's just an action.
Never mind. Spell's busted.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Broke the action economy right in half.
Crumbled.
If he's gonna spend 10 minutes trying to figure out what this fork does, when we could just do that later.
I want
I'll
to know
roll
what's
these
the
rolls.
fork though. If it has transmutation on it, it could not be the fork.
Well, that's more illusion, isn't it?
Unless
could
it was
be
something
something that-
transformed to be a fork.
Yeah.
It's like a big
Sure.
wooden handled fork. Fit for a giant's hand, for sure.
We kind of want to look at these scrolls though.
Was anything else in here have transmutation on it?
I'd say one or two of the
Uh,
scrolls, probably.
We have probably some stuff over here.
Abjuration, divination.
Yeah,
Divination on the
Abjuration,
sculpture over here.
Divination,
Abjuration.
Conjuration,
Conjuration on the painting.
Conjuration.
Yeah, conjuration on the whatever that bundle of, like, perfectly round bundle of stuff tied up and taut with a little bun on top.
Mhm.
I couldn't tell you what school of magic these are. Or the teapot. I think the teapot is
Maybe enchantment or something. I don't know.
teapot's enchantment. Or no, teapot's transmutation as well. And the
Oh.
scrolls
Changes things.
scrolls are varied.
All yeah, they're all going to be on there.
Okay. Well, while I'm
And
doing this,
the lights you would note are all evocation.
Ever burning flame.
Yeah.
Okay.
while I'm doing this, are you guys doing anything?
I wanted to look at the scrolls, but that's just me. I wanted to steal a holy relic of my people, but somebody said no, so I'm gonna do something else.
I'm gonna start unscrolling some scrolls.
I want to look at them at least, because we can always put them in the box as the thing we got rid of.
Roll me a d10.
A D10.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
In the box or out of the box? Scrolls.
Probably one that's not in the box, just because it's easier to get and then set back down.
Okay. Oblate and Dr. Jellybean, anything from you?
I'm getting antsy because I just want to grab the fork and go.
I know. I was just thinking about Aethel wanting to take his, relic, and thinking like ethically I'm fine with that, but would we be prepared for the consequences of that action?
Belongs in a museum.
We're already stealing from the guy who runs Gordon's Landing.
We are already
Stolen
stealing.
from the giants, though.
Right.
This was
Right,
stolen
and
from
that's
my
the
people,
thing.
then probably. Oh no.
And I'm okay with that. Like that kind of stealing makes sense to me, but not just stealing because like, oh, I like that. That's cool. Let's take it. If it's like return, you know what I mean? Like if it's returning something to its original people, like Dr. Jellybean's fine with that.
This
But
is,
Second.
one of my saints.
there could be consequences, and I just don't know if we're prepared to handle those consequences. And if we
That's it.
are, then that's fine with me. So I'm okay with that.
Dr. Jellybean and Oblate get Nancy talking about this.
Argue about whether we should steal other stuff.
Right.
Louise is kind
steal?
of like humming to himself to kind of like identify this item, trying to be in tune with the fork. Aethel picks up a scroll.
It says it has explosive runes on it, and it blows up.
That-
And I die.
Yeah, I do need
Ooh. Oh no.
Aethel and Louise to give me a dexterity save.
Ooh,
As
tempting.
opens up the scroll, you start reading it. The runes glow, and it is an 8.
Nice.
A cloud of poison fills the air for a brief moment. As Aethel takes 26 poison damage.
Ouchie.
Louise, you take 13 poison damage.
Oh gee.
As the scroll's still there, but the runes on it are gone.
Oops.
Just put that back.
As
Put it right back
a
there.
large puff of this greenish yellow smoke.
Oh
Don't
no.
me, amigo. I am working over here.
Sorry.
Louise has to start over.
Ugh. I am working with amateurs.
I think we should just start to make our exit, personally.
We could
I-
identify it after.
Are-
If we got bamboozled, then we got bamboozled. Do we think?
Did that make an audible
Little-
noise, or was it just like a
It was like,
cloud of smoke?
yeah, you would have heard
Okay.
like that wind gust, and it quickly dissipates. Luckily, it wasn't one of the noisy ones.
Could have just been knock.
Yeah.
Am I continuing this, or are we grabbing this and going? Because
I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna take the fork. Unless you guys are gonna stop me, I'm taking the fork.
I would
the
really
fuck?
like. Oh, okay.
I'm about to touch it.
You could
Stop me
just
now if
identify
you
it
want
after.
to.
Do we
I think
think little
time's-
Alfie can identify a fake?
Do we think we're going to have another opportunity
You barely
to
met the
come
guy.
back in here and make another heist?
I mean, jeez.
Do we think the fork is important enough that he would have made a fake copy and keep it in the vault
One. I don't.
and have the actual
What
one
if this is
somewhere
the
else?
That's
pot
the
and the pot is
decoy.
a fork?
We'll take the pot too.
It's an option.
Here, I'll take both of them. How about that? I'll have
That's-
a whole.
Let's
dining
just get
set.
out of here.
What you taking first?
Let's
Oh,
take the
God.
fork first.
I'm taking the fork.
All right. As you take the
What do I
fork,
turn into?
I'm like
What
cowering as he like takes the fork.
the
Oh,
balled up package that's back there unfurls as a
Stuff.
cloud of greenish yellow smoke
Not again!
apparates. Let me find it. There it is. And looks like a living cloud that swirls around. You can almost see a face in it for a moment as it starts to shoot itself towards you, Oblate. We're gonna roll some initiative.
oh, jeez. Oh no.
Good going, guys.
Yeah,
This.
I know.
And
We
this
are so
is
dumb.
why you always investigate first.
Yes.
Arguable. I doubt you'd have realized it was a trap.
I mean, I wouldn't have.
No.
So we would have still would have done this.
But to Louise, everything in this room is a trap.
We already went through the vault. Who traps the stuff inside the vault?
I mean, if you already made it this far, like, just let them have it.
Louise, you're up first. You would also hear a loud click
Oh
in
no!
the back of the room.
that
And
mean?
a crunch.
There we go. That's what that means.
You would hear a crunch, and then you would hear a click.
A crunch and a click.
The crunch
We
would be
My
The
dagger.
the dagger.
And the paper.
And yeah, paper. Yeah.
The paper.
No, the
So
paper.
Alright, so it's just closed on us, and we have
It would seem so.
no opportunity there.
We'll
All
just
right,
have to like open it somehow.
I will.
That's a later problem.
Mantle of Inspiration, so everybody
Okay.
can get into positions they want to get into position.
And get
For
4.
4 temp hit points, and reaction if you guys want to move.
I do, but I also
No opportunity attacks.
I'm not worried about trying to opportunity.
And
Gas cloud. Trying to
I'm
think
gonna stay where I'm at.
that was a
Um,
pretty solid door, huh?
Yeah.
hmm
It's pretty big. Yeah, I was thinking about whether I wanted to move to this, and I'm like, it's fine.
I'm gonna say
I might as well.
Might as well
I'm
use it,
going
see if
to
it's cool.
save this as I will.
Someone's giving Pasco Destructo is giving Louise the 1 buff. You have +1 to everything for the rest of this combat, at least.
Oh, well, gracias, mi amigo.
As you feel some outside presence, just kind of like this is your moment.
This is my moment to shine. And shine as I do, as I cast mirror image on myself, and Luis turns into 4 shining images of himself.
All right.
I'll move back over here to these. Mostly move away.
And that's my action, my bonus action, and I will stay put since we don't have our lovely halfling fighter.
Yep.
That'll be my turn.
It'll take us to Oblate.
Now this creature, you said it's gaseous or is
It's,
it a
it's a
solid?
gas cloud that's just you kind of almost see the space in it as it tries to leer towards you.
Oh snap!
It's a methane gas elemental.
Mm-hmm. It does kind of resemble what's in this painting as well.
Oh, neat.
Destroy the painting.
Destroy the world?
Save the cheerleader.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know if it's gonna do anything, but I think I'm gonna try to attack it and maybe do a stunning strike on it. See if that does anything to it.
We'll find
I'm
out.
totally confident.
An 11 is going to be a miss as you stab out towards it, and it just kind of disperses where you strike it.
That's because I rolled low, or because it just
Because you rolled low.
I'm gonna try it again.
Like booty.
Yay!
Good news is you get inspiration if you didn't have it already.
Already had it.
Well, you can use it now, or you don't get it. You don't get it either way, but you can use it if you want.
I might as well use it, I guess.
All right. As you go out to strike it, once again, kind of just disperses from where you strike, and
Do it.
16 does hit it.
For a stunning strike. Let's see. Do I have that clicked? Mark that off.
What is the DC of your stunning strike?
I don't know.
It'll be your
8
wisdom.
plus proficiency plus wisdom.
It'll be 11 plus your wisdom modifier.
14.
You got a 14.
Correct.
It will take 17 points of damage, though, as you pierce into it. You can't grapple it. It can't be knocked prone, but you do damage it.
Nice.
Punch it for no reason.
Well, in that case, I'm also going to bonus action punch it.
Okay. A 21 will hit.
Whoops, no force.
No force. It just does the 9
9?
bludgeoning damage, as it doesn't seem to affect it as much as you were hoping. As you
Oh, wow.
punch into it, it kind of like singes your hand and kind of keeps you from punching too hard.
That'll be it.
All right, that will take us to the doctor.
Okay. So you said it kind of looked like this painting over here?
It does.
Did it come out of the painting?
It came out of the wrapped ball over here.
The wrapped ball over there.
And the wrapped thing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
The urn-like thing.
I mean, this might be a long shot, but you never know. I'm just gonna try to, I'm gonna try to dispel magic on it.
On the painting?
No,
Or
on
on
the...
it?
On it. Maybe. It could be I don't know.
I'd probably target the thing it came out of.
Oh, that's a good point.
It's now
Okay.
it's just like a little cloth that's just kind of unfurled, or little
But it had
paper.
conjuration magic on it,
It
according to Louise.
Okay. I'm gonna try to dispel magic on that wrapped ball. You can give it a whirl.
We'll say this: it's not a ball anymore. It's just paper.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just
like-
All right.
So it came out of whatever it was.
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, you're saying that's not a thing.
Yeah.
not much of anything. But the
All right.
the picture might matter. If we wanted to spell something.
Or the thing itself.
I'm gonna try this. Maybe I don't know.
Thing itself seems Like it's probably just an elemental, and I don't think we could hit an elemental
Dispel
with
Yeah.
dispel magic. So
All right, never mind. I will. I'm gonna use magic missile on it.
Okay.
Yep.
When in
So
doubt,
I'm gonna.
magic missile out.
blast it out.
Yep.
I hope it's all twos. Oh.
No, you already did too good.
That's okay. Just don't roll
Jeez.
anymore.
That's fine. I'll just take the 5.
There's your
we
There
go.
you go.
Oh.
As these
There we
missiles
go.
There you go.
arc across
As we
the
do
room.
9. That's the number.
Yeah, hitting into it, it kind of just bits of it just kind of dissipate
Like in a good way?
in a good way. It did
good
9
way.
damage to it.
All right.
It is less of a cloud than it was before.
Fantastic.
Anything else for the doctor?
That'll be it for me.
Taking us to Aethel.
Yep, that's me.
What you doing?
I think I'm
Scissors.
gonna do what Dr. Shelby was thinking, but I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on this.
Okay. Roll me a wisdom check.
A wisdom check.
Mhm.
I'll click that I cast it to show that happened, but
Or did they change the spell magic to where now it's like contested?
I don't know.
I know
This,
they
think, is
changed.
the
They
old one.
changed counterspell. They changed counterspell to be like that. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think they changed Dispel Magic.
All right.
So I just roll a spell check.
Yep.
10 plus spell level. We could do this. I've got skills. I've got Bardic Inspiration. Is that applicable? Is that something
It's
I can use
applicable
on
to
this?
anything. Yeah. And you can decide after you
because
roll.
it's a D20 roll?
Yeah.
Or D20 test, I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then it's just straight wisdom. I feel pretty good about 21.
With a
So I'll just keep it
21.
as is.
The picture swirls with magic as that cloud, and it swirls around and pops out of existence. Now it just looks like a plain picture of the astral sea. As you didn't disable this trap, but you did disable a different trap.
Oh,
Hey,
Good to know. Still
This
works.
whole place is trapped. Good to know.
You're trapped. Mom's trapped. Sorry.
Anything
and
else
then
for
with my, I will, and these are trapped, I guess, so I won't touch them.
the trap house?
it is a trap house.
It's the trap house.
Yeah, it's got trap beats. Plays trap music. I'm headed towards the door to
Okay.
try and figure out a way to maybe open it again.
All right. It's gonna take us.
But that'll be my action because I use my action.
It's gonna take us to the cloud. Oh, Blade, it's gonna strike out at you.
it sure can try.
Getting a 27 to hit.
Damn it. Yeah,
It
that
sure
tried
can.
on me.
As you,
Tried pretty good.
you take 18 points of poison damage. As it kind of strikes into you, and this like poison cloud just kind of like seeps into and under your clothes, as you can just feel it burning your skin, burning as you breathe in. And it's going to do it again. Getting a 20 to hit.
Oh, man, that one hit too.
As you take 18 more points of poison damage.
Don't forget your extra 4 temporary HP.
Yeah, those are gone.
As this thing is just kind of covering Oblate. As you can see beside him, Louise, he is just...
Writhing in pain.
Yeah.
Screaming. It's pretty bad.
Ow, this hurts. This sucks.
Seems like this creature is taking all its ire out on Oblate in this moment. Oblate hit it, and he picked up the fork. Louise, it's your turn.
I regret touching
Okay,
things.
let's do some cure wounds.
Wounds.
We'll pump level 1 cure wounds into you.
All right. Give him a little shoulder rub.
A little shoulder rub.
Ooh.
Not terrible.
13 points.
Love the new healing.
Basically, I did one of those strikes.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm doing this so good.
No problem. You can take this thing out, yes?
Nope.
Oh wait, do I get a +1 to that? So he gets 14?
You get +1
With
to
the
everything.
buff?
Yeah.
Nice.
A little extra there, buddy.
Gain another one.
Thank you, spectator buddy.
Pasco Destructo.
That's cool.
All right, bonus action time. I will do.
Will you?
Yes,
You sure?
I think I'll do another Mantle of Inspiration just in case Oblate wants to move away. So if anybody has lost their temp hit points, or if wants new hit points, 6 temp health.
You should all have
And
6
reaction to
temporary
move
hit
if you
points.
want.
Do some quick measuring.
You can get to the door.
Can.
Oh, but
Trying to
then
figure out if I can interact with other people
yeah.
from there. I will 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Include.
Dr. Jellybean Oblate moving at all?
I don't think so. I gotta fight this thing.
Okay.
I mean, couldn't we just try to run away?
The door locked.
Yeah, until we can get that door open, I'm just kind of being an extra body next to Oblate.
All
Maybe
right.
I can help. Maybe I can help Ava with the door. I'll move in
Fireball.
that direction.
Okay.
Yeah, fireball the door.
Are you gonna use your reaction move? All right, cool.
That will take us to Oblate.
I'm gonna go poking and stabbing with the Biden.
Poking and stabbing with the Biden. $17 will hit it.
Bonus action, or not bonus action. Key point for stunning strike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get stunned.
It got a 20, nat 20. For total,
Never
total
mind,
of
just
20,
take
25.
Take 8.
It will take 18 points of force damage. As it like kind of pierces into it and it spreads pretty badly. That was a good blow.
You stabbing it with your new fork?
No, my trusty, just Biden.
Just the regular good old
Your old
bident. Gonna dent it
Alright.
twice.
Gonna do it again, please.
13 is going to be a miss.
Wait a second. Do I have a thing?
Well, you don't have inspiration anymore.
I don't think
That's
I need
true.
it. And what hit it the first time? Was it a 16? Yeah, it sure was. And what did I roll?
You
All right,
rolled a
13.
13.
so I'm going to use. I don't know if this is gonna actually help. It might kill it this time, maybe not. I don't know. I'm gonna use focused aim, and I'm gonna spend 2 key points to add 4. Unless its AC is 15 and I don't know it. I'll just use 2
Go to
and
17.
turn that 13 into a 17.
All right. 17 will hit it. As you kind of focus and just stab a little further. Ooh.
Not bad.
14 points of piercing damage. As
That's
this
the
thing
max.
is just kind of dissipating like a cloud of yesterday. It's still there, but not half the
weak.
cloud it started out as.
You can smell its blood in the water.
It's almost dead. I'm going to vault off of my do like a spinning vault from the bident
All right.
and do a kick as a bonus action.
Okay. 22 will hit it. For 12 points of bludgeoning damage as it explodes into a cloud of smoke. And this, for a brief moment, just mostly like a small cloud of dust that it just dissipates. You hear this suction noise as it is like kicking dust in the wind. It is no more.
Well, that sucked. Can we
As-
just leave now?
As
So everything in here is trapped.
Yeah. Yep.
Aethel and Dr. Jellybean
Exactly.
running for the door, kind of also eyeing you guys. You do hear this kind of low reverberation all around you, in the walls, and the door, and the floor, the ceiling, as there's this light vibration, almost like some sort of alarm was triggered.
Oh.
We've
Uh-oh.
touched the forbidden treasure.
Mhm.
Now we will never again see the light of day.
Yeah, more or less. But as you guys try to figure out your next move, this is going to be where we're going to end tonight. With you guys still in the vault and hopefully looking for a way out.
Bios will come rescue us. I know it.
Yeah, so I was
Maybe,
gonna say.
yeah.
Tobias
he
will
just opens
definitely be the reason
opens the door. Hey guys.
this is
Flashback.
the alarm going off. Flashback. He just walked in like and got them all mad at him.
And you guys tell him
Newsflash, buddy.
what you guys all did to make this happen. But yeah, we'll pick up there
Work,
next.
you just walk in the front
Yeah.
door.
We'll pick up there next week with whatever happens here, and see how that goes. So stick around next time, and we'll see you next Monday, Internet.
Hey.
Night, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Don't you know?
Bye.
Don't you know?
You betcha, yeah.
Oh, I gotta squish you on Pete.